Hello everyone. My name is Dr. Felicia Cristina Pasis Magno, Sales Master, Mindoro Center, Philippines. I am a medical doctor for 27 years, an obstetrician gynecologist for 21 years, and OB-GYN for 18 years. My journey in Atomy started May of last year, 10 months ago, through my friend Melody from San Diego, who shared with me her shampoo. So after trying that, I have tried other products in Atomy, and I have loved everything. So I shared it with my patients, especially the health products, and also to my friends. So doing Atomy for a few months, I became a sales master by July of 2020. But unluckily, September of last year, I was diagnosed with breast cancer stage 1C. So after that, I was not active doing Atomy business for a few months until after my chemotherapy last December. So by January of this year, I returned back and did this again. By March 1, we were able to open our center here in Mindoro, the Mindoro Center. So now I am going to discuss with you one of my favorite products in Atomy, or probably my favorite, which is the HemoHIM. Okay, so let's talk first about immunity. Immunity is our body's ability to fight off microorganisms like bacteria, viruses, protozoans, and fungi as it enters our body. But if our immune system is good or strong, our body produces antibodies which deactivates these microorganisms. Okay, so what are the things that we do that harms our immune system? Number one, stress. If we carry too much negative emotions, if we don't have enough sleep, misuse of antibiotics, if we don't go out often and stay away from sunlight, if smoking, and physical inactivity, among others. So it hurts our body because it increases our body's free radicals, which cause damage to the cells and lead to illness and aging process. Okay, so let's now talk about the story of HemoHIM. The Korean government proposed a project to create a new substance that will increase the immune system and protect the most valued scientists working at the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute. And they all, because these people are more exposed to radiation, and they also want to find a substance that will also prevent the side effects of radiation and cancer treatment. So they tested more than 1,000 herbs and spent more than 5 million US dollars of government money. And after 8 years of research and development, the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute accomplished its objective of producing this product, which is the HemoHIM. So it is the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute who developed this functional biodefense food. And Calmer BNH was also established to manufacture the HemoHIM, and it passed the evaluation of the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety. And Atomy came into the picture as the distribution arm and selling it in the online platform Atomy. So, why is HemoHIM special? Remember, they have studied more than 1,000 herbs, and they have found out that the best three herbs that they have studied are the Angelica gigas, Lingusticum sinense, and Paeonia lactiflora. And they have found out that HemoHIM has a special immune function, and it has been developed through biological engineering and radiation technology. So this slide shows that the effect of radiation in the intestines of the subjects in study, and they have shown here that the regeneration tissue in the intestines die, but when HemoHIM was introduced, the regenerating tissue survived considerably. So this is the antioxidation effect of HemoHIM. You see here on the left is a normal cell, but when radiation was introduced, there is a damage of the cell. But when treated with HemoHIM, here on the right side, damage was not so pronounced. HemoHIM also has an erythropoietic effect, or the production of red blood cells. And looking at this slide, when HemoHIM was introduced, red cells proliferate from the bone marrow cells. And also, HemoHIM produces blood controlling cells formulated in the split of mouse in the study. One of the powers behind HemoHIM is the Angelica gigas. Angelica gigas has long been used in traditional Chinese medicine, and it is responsible for the hematopoiesis effect of HemoHIM. It is rich in vitamin B12 and good for anemia and blood flow. Brain cell protective agent also, and which is good for Alzheimer's prevention and allows for brain development and increased concentration. It is also good in controlling blood pressure because of the dicarcinol present in Angelica gigas. And also, the dicarcinol found in Angelica gigas also has shown to inhibit growth and survival of breast cancer cells. These are just one of the many studies that you can find on the internet with regards to HemoHIM and its composition. So another component of HemoHIM is the Cnidium officinale machino, and it is said to be good for women's health, menstrual pains, postpartum. It's also good for blood circulation. It cleanses the veins and blood. It removes contusions and helps with blood circulation and blood pressure control also. It's good also in hair loss prevention. It has calming qualities and helps with depression and lowering anxiety. Osteoporosis prevention, it's also rich in phosphorus and calcium, which is healthy for the bones in growing children. So the third component of HemoHIM is the Paeonia japonica miyabe, and this is responsible for the revitalizing and vitality effect of HemoHIM. It is also good for the liver function because it pacifies the liver stressed from alcohol consumption. And it is also good for women, prevents contusion in mothers, and helps with menstrual pains and cycle regulation. It is also good for the inflammation and pain relief in arthritis, headache, gastritis relief. So actually, my friend gave HemoHIM to her mother who was suffering from arthritis, and she is really happy because of HemoHIM, her mother is now up and about and does not complain of any pain anymore, and it has even improved her depression. So HemoHIM increases the natural killer cell vitality, and the immunocytes produced in the bone marrow destroys harmful cells directly. It also brings enhanced cytokine production and enhanced immunity, maintaining health, and also it brings about immunocyte vitality, which increases our biodefense. So the name HemoHIM is taken from hemo and him. Hemo, which means hemoglobin, which carries oxygen from the lungs to the rest of our body, and H is for hematopoiesis, or the formation of the blood. I, immune, and M is for modulation. So aside from hematopoiesis, it is also for immune modulation. Our body, if our immune system is hyperactive, just like in cases of allergies and autoimmune diseases, HemoHIM downregulates our immune system. But in cases where we need to improve our immune system, our levels of immunity goes up. HemoHIM is really good. That it has been given patents and certificates not just in Korea but also in other countries like USA, Japan, and Europe. And mostly, patents are related with anti-cancer effect, immune system reinforcement, and hematopoiesis. When my sponsor shared with me HemoHIM, he told me to search for NIH HemoHIM, and that's what I did. So I saw a lot of research papers using HemoHIM on different medical conditions. Okay, so this study have used HemoHIM for cancer, radiotherapy, and chemotherapy, and it has shown to be beneficial supplement during radio and chemotherapy for enhancing the anti-tumor efficacy and reducing side effects. These are also medical conditions where HemoHIM have shown beneficial effect, like the effect in diabetes patients, in airway inflammation for asthma, and anti-tumor efficacy, among others. It also has a promising effect as anti-obesity agent and also for polycystic ovaries. So I guess it's worthy to share the generosity of the company. HemoHIM HemoHIM quantity increased, but the price remained the same because when it was first produced, it only has 30 packets per box. It increased to 48, then 54. Now it's 60 packets per box, but the price remained the same. Out of curiosity, I tried to search in Amazon. Actually, I know that selling products outside Atomy online shopping mall is prohibited, but I just searched for HemoHIM in Amazon, and I just want to read the feedbacks of or reviews of people. And this is a third party review, and I guess these people are not members of Atomy, but they have shown 5-star reviews. They have given 5-star reviews, and they said it's great product, miracle elixir, it's good for your health. So even third party users have given really good reviews for HemoHIM. So far, I've been using HemoHIM for several months already, and also shared HemoHIM with my patients. So I have already a lot of good feedbacks or good testimonies from my patients. And the one at the middle is my patient. I gave her HemoHIM just to increase the hemoglobin hematocrit because she had a miscarriage. But coincidentally, she has an allergic cough that's been bothering her for several months already, and she's always given antihistamine, but it does not improve her cough. And when she came back to me after a week, she told me that the HemoHIM I gave her was really, really good, and she wants to take it continuously. So until now, that's more than a month already, her allergic cough does not bother her anymore. And another thing, my husband also has a good experience with HemoHIM because he has this allergy with eggplant, food allergy, and he loves eggplant, but he cannot eat really a lot because every time he eats, he experienced a difficulty of breathing. So when he decided to take HemoHIM, just after 4 days, when he tried to eat the eggplant, he does not feel the shortness of breath anymore. So it's really, really good. Personally, I also have a good experience with HemoHIM because last year, June of last year, first time that my blood sugar level was elevated, and also my cholesterol. So I took HemoHIM. Within just a week, my blood sugar was normal already, and after more than a month, my cholesterol was also normal. But I partnered it with omega-3. So as I have mentioned earlier also, that I had big C, so I had surgery and chemotherapy. So of course, during my chemo, my oncologist told me that I might have anemia or low WBC, that might chemotherapy be moved if that happens, but it never happened. So I guess it's one of, not I guess, I believe that it's one of God's blessing to me to beat Atomy and take HemoHIM before I had this cancer. So I'm really thankful that I have met Atomy in a lot of ways. So that's I believe that HemoHIM can also be beneficial to a lot of people. They just have to try HemoHIM. So why should we take HemoHIM? We should take HemoHIM because it awakens our exhausted immunocytes that have a healthy immune system. So let's get enhanced immunity for a stronger and healthier life with HemoHIM.